Yara Soares, as you mentioned before, Kendall, that she very much prefers competing in, fighting from bottom position. A guard player, classic guard player.
She
whereas,
is. Beautiful
Anna
lasso
Carolina
inspired.
Vieira is actually kind of versatile, probably best known for her passing, but not adverse to playing the bottom game herself, and actually did a very good job of using it against Gabi Pasania, the super heavyweight champion, who beat Yara Soares earlier today.
She is, which was very, very, beautiful work with the single leg axe to off balance Gabi. And now we saw, looked like Anna Carolina may have been trying to strategize. She wanted to be on top, but she thought she might get that advantage with the double pull. Ooh, beautiful little pass attempt here very early, but that lasso on the right side is very deep.
Yeah, got to be careful that as she runs around that she doesn't expose the spin through omoplata.
I was going to say,
Soares.
Yara has beautiful spin through omoplatas and spin through triangles. She finishes them often, right? So people get overexcited about the pass, and she goes right underneath to those and fires those off.
Well, that's the advantage of having those very, very long legs.
That's the thing with, with the lasso with the ladies with these long legs. We have, Yara, Gabi, Nachiali uses it very well. They'll glue their entire shin to your back and just lock in that shoulder, and really almost tilts you sideways, right? Tilts your whole body sideways, even without trying the sweep, just having the position. But Anna Carolina looking really, really calmly relaxed here. Not too phased, not really rushing the clearing of the lasso. But you can see how Yara continues to open that right knee, and every time she points that right knee out, it's tilting Anna Carolina just a little bit to the left again. And it just helps make that lasso nice and deep and strong. I think we're still in the feeling out phase a little bit. I may be wrong, but I don't think they have ever fought before.
I don't believe so either, but one thing that I'm just thinking of watching this initial exchange is how similar it is in many ways to Anna Carolina's match with Elizabeth Clay earlier, which was quite similar in many ways, in that stylistically, of course, Yara Soares is a different kind of guard player to Elizabeth Clay, and yet Anna Carolina, her initial kind of the first couple of minutes that she's
feeling out
there,
phase.
yeah, she's definitely kind of just feeling out her opponent and getting kind of a sense of how their guard is before she starts taking it up a gear. And then when she does, man, she really takes it up a gear.
It's really, it reminds me of like a slow burn into a roaring fire, right? She starts a little bit slow, feels it out, and some people have very different approaches. We have athletes that come out and are just explosive from the very beginning, and that's how they feel they get ahead from the very beginning. But then we see Anna very methodical, kind of testing what works, what doesn't, and then really starting to put those together. So there's a lot going on here with what she's picking up from Yara. And Yara the same, not taking any unnecessary risk yet, just kind of holding position, feeling out the angles, and waiting for the right time to attack. This grip on the pant leg by Yara is interesting because it's actually, it's a cross pant leg grip. And if she pulls it in tight enough, we now take away the base of Anna's entire left side because of the lasso and then the pant grip, which is now removed to the other side. Anna doing a good job trying to negate this lasso on her left arm, but very difficult to clear that foot all the way through, but she is about to clear it all the way through here. Yara looking really composed and calm here as well.
Runs around to the side.
And she's
keeps
cleared
running,
it.
But she's getting closer, but that sleeve control that Yara Soares has, plus the foot in the bicep, the lasso, very, very difficult to pass. But look at this. Now you see a little bit of, we see Anna Carolina getting a little bit closer and controlling the upper body now. She's got a hand around the back of the neck. She was gripping on the gi, strips the grip from the pant leg. And as we said, has to be very careful. She doesn't allow Yara to spin through for either the omoplata or the triangle.
But you know what? It looks like Anna has stepped over that leg. So that leg is no longer on her back. It's now between.
Sweep attempt. Huge elevation there. But Anna Carolina just floats over. And her base is so balanced. It's always just right where it needs to be.
Look how interesting her posture on her left side, that shoulder is just being cranked down by that lasso position. she's doing a good job now pinning that bottom leg with her right shin. Makes it a little more difficult for Yara to get the momentum going. She doesn't have the left leg to push off of or to go to the De La Riva on the other side, which we oftentimes see for these lasso players. And she has both legs pinched together now, so she does have to be careful of that elevation we just saw a moment ago. But the beautiful thing about this position is, again, she does not have to worry about that left leg coming in for De La Riva. And right now in this moment, her left shoulder is not being torqued down the way it was before.
Yeah, this is, again, a masterclass in pressure passing and how to nullify an extremely strong guard player. Really, her ability in avoiding the attacks of the far bigger Yara Soares so far has been picture perfect.
Yeah, we're over halfway through the match here, so I think we're going to start to pick up some steam now, it looks like.
Definitely. I mean, that lasso is still a threat. It's still a threat. Anna Karolina needs to be very careful she doesn't get elevated with it.
She might spin under here now. Yara almost underneath, looking like she was searching for that omoplata. But Anna doing a great job lowering that base, not allowing any space for Yara to even go underneath her.
0-0 still.
So you see Yara enter the De La Riva on the left side. It's definitely textbook position that we see Yara playing guard from and just being very, very dangerous from here. But Anna's staying very safe and really starting to pick up the pressure. Keeping that right knee pinned on the inside of the thigh. Trying to turn the knee out to take the De La Riva hook out. And she's trying to circle that left hand out. She was, but that grip of Yara is so strong. As a top player, it's very difficult. Oh, big
really
sweep
see
attempt.
Now a sweep attempt, yeah. The lasso on one side combined with a pan grip on the other.
Yeah, about 3.5 or so minutes left. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes
Still
left, no score on the board.
And I wonder if there comes a point in this match where Yara Soares has to just abandon the lasso hook and go with a different strategy. So far, she's been at it for around about 7 minutes, and she's been trying without success to sweep Anna Karolina Vieira, and the base has just been too solid. Does she change it up? Does she go for something else?
And she's spinning underneath. Could see an omoplata here if she's able to kick it through enough. And a big sweep here by Yara Soares.
She finally gets the lasso sweep that she's been looking for.
2 points awarded on the board, and just, wow. That was a big sweep, and look at this smash position that she is in.
Rolls into a smash pass.
Both knees pinched together, and she's coming into a little bit of a reverse leg drag here, bringing that right elbow nice and deep, exposing the back and the turtle. And here is a beautiful position for her to cover these hips, and the weight advantage does help in this position with the turtle. That was an incredible turn of events where you thought, Anna almost looked like she was going to pass. And Yara kept spinning underneath and was just able to topple Anna over the top, coming up into a very dominant passing position.
So we've got 2 points on the board, 2 minutes and 1 second exactly on the clock. Still plenty of time for Anna Karolina to get this back, but, big but.
Yeah, one thing about Anna is
she's got Yara Soares hunting for her back. That's not a good spot to be in.
And Yara loves to be on the back, but Anna never gives up either, so I have a feeling I would imagine she is just going to be going crazy here, but have to be careful with blitzes from the bottom, because if you leave any space for those hooks in, with someone especially with a size advantage, wow, really difficult to recover from there. Great pan control by Yara with the left, and Anna does start to recover this guard.
Not quite, though. It's a very
still folded in half.
Position. Yeah, exactly. Pancake stack pass pretty much. Trying to roll through, possibly catch a leg.
Looking like she might. Oh, she is too far on her side to roll underneath for that knee bar. She didn't need to be on her knees like this. That would be more promising of a position. But Yara's left hand, keeping that foot away, is really ensuring that Anna cannot come underneath. So we have an advantage awarded to Yara for the back, for the turtle position. We have Luana yelling at Anna to not stop, to keep going, to keep going.
There's only about a minute left in this match, and that 2-point lead is looking pretty difficult to overcome at this point, at this stage, with Yara Soares in a very dominant control position. And Ana Carolina Vieira really struggling to get out underneath of the weight of Yara Soares, the Alliance Dream Art black belt representative in her first Pan Championships as a black belt, in her first absolute final as a black belt here. She took silver medal in the super heavyweight earlier. This chance to win gold here, looking very strong right now, and gets the
roll through, and she has a choking grip in here. She does have a tight grip on the lapel, but it's just over the chin. We'll see if it's able to slip underneath.
She's going for the choke. It's a little high across the face, but that's not to say that the choke can't be scored. 10 seconds remain in this match right now.
Beautiful control here by Yara. Great patience, and she does still continue climbing to the back all the way. Not quite. She's on the side.
Doesn't lose a position, and as the whistle goes, Yara Soares,
very emotional here with the win.
for the silver medal in the super heavyweight division, comes back to take a gold medal in the absolute final against Ana Carolina Vieira. What an incredible story here at the 2021 Pans.
Yeah, interesting turn of events with Ana Carolina having the win over Gabi Pisania, Gabi Pisania having the win over Yara, and then Yara having the win over Ana Carolina here in the open class final. And it's why we always say you can never do jiu-jitsu math.
You're right.
You know, you
doesn't
just don't
always
know.
compute, right? Yeah.
You just don't know. And everyone performs different on different days.
Of course, no true competitor likes to lose. But Yara Soares, the winner here. A huge win for the black belts.
Wow, incredible, incredible match.
A moment that she will never forget. Her first Pan Championship black belt gold medal. Let's take a look at some of the best moments here. We've got this. That was the thing. It was the lasso guard, and I was really wondering that whether there would come a point where Yara Soares would change her strategy, and yet it was over 8 minutes, over 7 minutes, almost 7.5 minutes into this match that the lasso sweep, the lasso hook finally paid off, and she was able to score the submission. Just goes to show that patience is key.
Absolutely. And when you were saying, I wonder if she's going to change, I was going to chime in and be like, no,
don't
she's
think
not.
so.
She's not going to change.
Let's take a little look at that. The bronze medal is being shared by Bianca Basilio of Atos and Maria Mawijacek of Amar Barboza. The silver medal goes to Ana Carolina Vieira of Aviv Jiu-Jitsu. But the gold, the champion here today, Yara Soares of Alliance Dream Art. And you can tell how bad her leg is, the way that she actually has to kind of sort of scale the podium
and you
backside first.
And you got to imagine how bittersweet it is just a little bit for Gabriela Pisania looking at the podium right now, you know, barely losing that match to Ana Carolina, having a great match with Yara. And that's the way it happens, and we see that all the time. You know, people have different matches on different days. This is familiar faces on the podium in the absolute divisions for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.